Welcome to the Country Hipster Podcast. My name is Paul. I am the Country Hipster. That music you just heard was the Unholy Four and their mega fucking hit song, Dirty Knife. Check out the Unholy Four on Bandcamp, Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you can find the Unholy Four. Did I forget something already?
Bandcamp,
Spotify. Oh, YouTube. You can check them out on YouTube. By the way, that was a horrible welcome because welcome to the 100th episode of the Country Hipster Podcast. All right. There we go.
You can probably check them out at Sean's house.
Sean's house, yes, probably. So, podcast-specific promo code for the month of March is Move On. 15% off of your entire order at Oddsville.
What's the code?
Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I finish?
No.
It didn't sound like it didn't register.
You're not paying attention.
No, it just
you didn't have a lot of heart.
Yeah, it didn't really register what it was because it seemed very like Tom said, very unheartfelt.
Podcast-specific promo code for March at OttsvilleRecordGarage.com is Move On. So you get you 50% off your entire order. But since this is the last episode of season 2, and I can tell you there is going to be a gap between season 2 and season 3. So you're not going to have your monthly podcast specific promo codes the whole time from now until carry on.
Paul has business to take care of, Adam.
From now until season 3 starts.
Nothing but net, too. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, that cracker went right in there.
You got all gum.
So,
it hurt.
hey, listen, I never complain when I get all gums. But at any rate, from the end of season 2 until season 3 starts, since we will not have monthly podcast specific promo codes for you, just use Hipster. Just use Hipster and you'll get 50% off at OttsvilleRecordGarage.com. And that'll keep going. You can use as many times as you want until season 3 starts. So there are so many guests and crackers here. Literally, there's crackers. There's a bunch of crackers here.
There's a lot of crackers in this building. Yeah.
To celebrate the 100th episode of the Country Hipster Podcast. So we're going to start. Over to my far left is our Gen Z. I almost called you Gen C. I don't know.
We haven't gotten to that one yet. They just started Gen Beta at the beginning of the year.
Did they? Oh, okay. All right. There you go. Gen Z Prospector. Megan.
Sounds like Spice Girls.
Prospector?
Gen Z.
You are leaning back again.
Gen Z, Gen C. Sounds like Spice Girls. I'm sorry. I'll make all the jokes I make twice.
Prospectors? Is she like...
Have you not been watching all season?
She's the
She hasn't been watching it all.
Yes,
Paul.
but
She's been listening.
She's the Gen Z Prospector of the Country
because
Hipster
I
Podcast.
provide the perspective. They've decided perspector.
Yeah,
she pans for gold.
And she's a gold digger.
I was thinking that. Like, she's in her
What?
Levi's.
What? I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah, oh, maybe.
We decided she's not old enough to be a gold
There
digger,
you go.
so
That's
she's a
actually true.
prospector.
Tom did. Yes. You're just
Sugar
prospecting. There.
You had to make it fucking weird. I wasn't making it weird at all.
To my immediate left.
I think all of you besides me needs a cracker at this point.
Yeah, give these two ladies a cracker.
No, I'm going to be nice to leave. To my immediate left, our resident female and our expert on everything German and our buddy rescuer. Welcome back, Kristen, to the podcast.
Hi.
All right. To my far right, the country heartthrob, the official bartender of the Country Hipster Podcast, Tom Bernard is here. And to my immediate right is my brother and co-host, Adam, the country cracker boy.
Country cracker bar.
So
bleeding gums at him.
Yeah, seriously.
Tom, could you hand me that bottle?
Yeah,
so
careful, I took the cage off of that.
It's okay. Since it is the 100th episode of the Country Hipster Podcast, we have a very special. It is the Death Row Records limited edition sparkling wine. So since it's not made in France, it can't be called champagne or champagne, right? Champagne. So, but that is what we have to celebrate. So
Stop. I feel like you're waving around a loaded gun. Stop.
I'm always waving around a loaded gun. So here we go. Tom's going to open it up, and we'll get a little pop, maybe a little pop.
You will.
A little pop. Oh, there it is.
Close to the
It's like you have a
camera,
silencer on it, which is very, very fitting for
Well, if you don't want
Death Row Records.
Spraying fucking everywhere.
Yeah, no, appreciate that. So,
got some smoke on the top.
so we're here. It is smoky. It's good, man. I'm looking forward to this. And don't forget, we got to pour a little bit for my my darling wife up there, who is breastfeeding now, so she's got to watch what she's drinking, and because we have the two babies.
I'm pretty sure that the doctors say that champagne's okay while you're breastfeeding.
No,
As
probably.
long as you keep it under like 80 proof.
There you go. There you go. And I have no idea what this is. But if you go to
Champagne's like 20%.
It makes the breast milk sparkling.
It's just sparkling wine. That's all.
there you go.
Sparkling breast milk.
But this came out. I actually on the 50th episode I drank. Adam didn't show up that day. I drank.
What was the 50th episode?
That was River City Extension all the way back in
right.
Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I drank
6 years.
a bottle of Death Row Red, which was very good. It's a red blend, and then they had the bubbly. So I figured we got to do this for the 100th episode. So let's pass these around.
I don't remember the last time I drank sparkling wine was.
Thank you, sir.
New Year's Eve for me.
Yeah, I was at a wedding
Because I was working.
in October.
I had Martinelli's sparkling cider last
I know
night.
that New Year's 2025 was 3 months ago now. So
Yes, it was way a while ago.
So
But I
far
worked-
ago, we
It's
could
been a
barely
long
New
remember.
Year's Eve
it.
at the Nog once again.
All right, guys, to the 100th episode of the Country Hipster Podcast.
Cheers, bitches.
Yes, there it is. Here you go. Let's
I
try
mean
this
all
out.
of us, not just the ladies.
Yes.
That's pretty fucking good.
That is good. It's not as sweet as I expected it to be.
It's
No.
pretty fucking sweet, though.
It's sweet, but it's like, it's like a dry sweet. Almost reminds me of like a dry Riesling.
I'm not getting any dry in that at all.
I'm getting a little dry,
I'm good dry.
but it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like
Okay.
it.
All right. What do you guys think of it?
How's that mixing with your NyQuil? Your Jake
spectacular. Spectacular.
Oh, this is going to be a great day. I'm
When-
sure.
When Tom's around, I'm never getting dry, though. Am I right, guys?
Oh.
All right. All right.
Oh my God. There's children listening to this.
No, that's
What
their fault.
children?
Because I set it up so that it has the little E for explicit.
Oh, good.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And if they listen to the the episode that I just did with Paul,
Mhm. No, they're all
Oh,
like that.
Jesus.
They're all like that.
I dropped
Oh,
I dropped
wow.
an F-bomb 179 times.
There
I
you
think.
go.
Yeah.
There you
This
go.
is why I preface this with, listen, you discovered this yourself because you opted to not knock before the bell
That's
rang.
true. That's true.
So you know what I listen to.
Look, if you get fired,
during
that's
my
your
lunch
problem.
period.
You should start
Little
hanging a tie.
fuckers.
You should start hanging a tie on your doorknob when you're on your prep period.
Or a sock.
Yeah, hang a sock on your door.
A dirty sock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a white one that's like gray now, but it used to be white. That's
Used
how
to be.
dirty it is, and now it's gray.
Or we could teach children to be polite and just knock before they walk in a Stop room where the door's manspreading. closed.
What? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like no room for my legs under this table.
Anyway, I did not recommend that they listen to this.
Well,
They have
you
done
should
this
have.
of
What
their-
the hell?
They have done this of their own accord. However, I did advertise when particular episodes were
It's
coming
kind
out
of
that they were
shitty of her.
interested in.
There you go.
To tell people not to listen.
I know. It's a little
can't
shitty.
recommend to underage children that they listen to the content of this podcast.
Tell them to call me. I'll tell them to do
Well,
it.
so that actually that brings me to a good point. Then, since you can't recommend to children to listen to it, then
Yes.
Megan, what would you recommend? What would you say are your maybe some of your favorite moments or memories of the first 100 episodes since you've actually listened to all the albums?
Was she around for episode 1?
No,
No.
I don't think
No,
she was
Megan-
actually born
Yeah,
yet.
Megan wasn't born yet.
no,
Yeah.
she wasn't born yet. Yes,
I was around for episode 1.
Megan's
I
doing like a
listened
weird
to
Benjamin
episode
Button
1.
thing.
I'm gonna have some charcuterie.
I thought it was really cool that you had the interviews that you had.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Skinny Lister, Frank Turner. Rick Martin was really cool too, even though it wasn't like specifically associated with a particular album.
Mhm.
I also really liked from season 1 the episode that you did with Brian and Joe from Birmingham 6.
Okay.
That one was really cool, just going off about all the different Irish music albums.
Mhm.
Can we agree that the best part of the episode is when Joe's like, well, why don't I just show you? And then just fucking
Yes.
goes into it. I'm like, oh, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I am fucking Joe
Spectacular
tonight.
We explained how he didn't like Irish music.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought those were really cool. Like, as much as I do like talking about the albums and like getting to listen to them for my Gen Z perspective, I like the extra elements that you guys have started adding that bring a little something extra to it.
Cool. Tom, what about you? Do you have any fond memories or moments of the first 100 episodes?
Yeah, I like the just oddball shit that you guys pick.
like Megan just said, I love it when you have guests that are, that bring something weird, like when Bob's explaining the in-depth brewing process, or when Brian is playing the drums on the table while, like, it's just that sort of stuff. I love that kind of oddball shit where it's not necessarily us talking about a record. It could be somebody telling a story about their private life or some experience they had or a show that they were at.
Mm-hmm.
I like it's not that I don't like the music, but I listen because I like the personalities that we have and I like to hear the stories.
Okay. Nice. Kristen, you're up.
I didn't know we were going to be.
I know. I'm like. I know.
You did not prepare us.
She's here. As soon as I started going to other people, I could like see Kristen and like by my side. She's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a question. I'm not prepped.
I'm not prepared.
I thought this was like the Christmas episode where I forgot to read the prep, and I'm like,
what I was thinking.
No,
I was like, did
I didn't give you guys preps. I'm
just didn't fucking
trying to get like true reactions
Oh
here.
my god, Paul.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Adam episode was my favorite.
The female Adam episode. Yes.
I think I did a great job.
Sure,
with that.
she might be laying down, but yeah, we can bring it up to her.
I'd be laying down. Tom just walks in with that's dangerous business, man. I wouldn't trust Paul. I wouldn't trust Tom bringing my girlfriend champagne in bed.
My girlfriend's my wife.
Oh, I know, but I'm not married.
Yeah, he's not going to get married. We all know that.
I'm texting her right now.
Yeah, when she's up and about, I'll disappear for 5 minutes. I'll run upstairs and
It'll only take you 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's only going to take her 5 minutes. Let me tell you. When Tom's on the job.
All right, so do you want me to skip you then?
Yeah.
Besides female Adam?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
All right. Adam, do you have any of your fondest moments or memories?
I fucking hated every second of it.
I know.
Tooth and nail, I fought this whole thing.
I am aware.
It really sucked having to listen to you two. It really sucked having to listen to, what was it, Depeche Mode?
Oh man, why you fucking gotta talk shit?
Really
about
sucked
Depeche
having to listen to the 9 hours of intros on The Cure.
Oh man,
Yeah.
like I'm talking about favorite moments, not least favorite moments.
My favorite moments when one of those things ended. When I didn't have to listen to Joshua Tree anymore. Just I think I said it very early on when we started. The podcast gives me an excuse to come bullshit with one of my best friends for an hour. So
Who's that?
Tom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, you're his brother. You don't
Yeah.
count.
Mm-hmm. So, excuse me. Obviously, like for me personally, Megan had mentioned, I love the interviews. Rick Martin, Andre Donaldson, fucking Frank Turner. We got fucking Frank Turner on the podcast, and then of course Skinny Lister. That was awesome. And honestly, just like the idea of like everybody coming on board, like you guys coming on and doing this, and be like, oh, I want to be involved with this, and that was kind of cool. And just like one of the things like I always love about the podcast is like anytime anybody, especially someone I don't know, like interacts like through like the comments and whatnot, when they like even the woman who left like the angry Taylor Swift like fucking 10
Who
paragraph
clearly didn't
comments.
listen to the episode.
Exactly, but like still, like I was like, all right, cool. No, this is kind of cool. You're interacting. I thought that was cool. I thought that was
Hey, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
Exactly. Kristen, I'm going to put you on the spot again. What was your favorite album that we've covered of the 100 episodes?
It was The Cure.
Probably The Cure.
The Cure,
Yeah.
Disintegration. Okay, all right. And now Megan's going to go look them all up. But and I want we want to know your pilots on
I
all
haven't calculated pilots on all of them. I didn't go back and redo.
You just got to multiply it. So you took a really long way when you did you were like,
when I did it the first time,
multiply it by
steps.
100, and I'm like, you could just multiply it by 2.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why I teach biology and not math.
Okay.
She teaches.
Did you see this? She's like,
teaches-
this is why I teach biology.
This is why I teach Italian.
Yeah. Hey. Irish girl.
Bada bing.
Bada bing. Well, while you're looking it up,
Yeah.
Tom, what was some of your favorite albums or favorite album?
Aside from my listener picks,
Mhm.
the one that surprised me the most, I want to say, was the Beach Boys album.
Okay.
I didn't think I was going to like it at all because I fucking don't like most of the Beach Boys album. That was nothing like any of the early Beach Boys albums.
Oh yeah,
I was very pleasantly surprised by that album. There was a couple others like that. I was just surprised because I had already had experiences with that band and didn't generally care for them.
Right.
And we'd listen to it. And, oh, okay, this isn't that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like the Beach Boys. I think was the biggest surprise though.
So the surprise album for me was by far Boxcar Racer. The fact that I actually liked it.
That still surprises me.
Yeah, and I think I have fallen in love with the Strokes. Is this it from this season? Listening to that for the episode whenever we did that in season 2 here, that definitely I really love that album now, and I'm glad that one of the listeners suggested that. Adam, favorite album? Was it Cracker? When we did Cracker?
Yeah, it was when you fucking broke my gum. No, I'd probably go the subject matter for the 50th episode. I'd probably go River City Extension.
River City Extension?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite of yours from season 1. So I might go with that.
Okay, all right. Megan, have you figured out your pilot yet?
Yeah, I think Gaslight Anthem.
Gaslight Anthem?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was...
It was the 59 sound.
Yeah, 59 sound.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that album.
Math.
Meth? You did Meth?
That would have been 18.9 pilots.
18.9 pilots. Oh, Tom, did you have an over-under on that one?
That's almost a 21.
I didn't give I started giving an over-under the week after you guys recorded at Broken, or at
yes.
I wouldn't say Broken Goblet.
No, it was Naked Brewing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. All right, cool. So not only is this the 100th episode, we're here to discuss the last album of season 2, but it's also a Booze and Vinyl episode, and it is from none other than the man who looks down over the podcast, or looks over the podcast, probably looks down on the podcast. Our boy is a little washed out back there. We're doing Doggystyle by Snoop Doggy Dogg. Let's give it up for Snoop. Snoop. He's the man. So Tom, how about you? How about you give us what's up?
Can I just say real quick?
Yeah.
This is the 100th episode.
Mm-hmm.
I've sat next to you for 98% probably of those episodes, and never realized how actually scripted you write your shit down.
Oh yeah, no.
I thought you just had bullet points. You literally read word for word at some point.
Sometimes
it's kind of funny.
Yeah, sometimes I go off a little bit, but overall, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I got to do this. Listen.
I'm like, I could fucking do this.
Yeah.
Not only is the 100th episode, but
Hey, listen, fuck you, all right, buddy? I'll put another cracker in your mouth.
listen.
So, all right, Tom, what do we got?
For side A, the drink is Gin and Juice. It says, settle into this classic sipper with the third song on the album. Better batch a whole pitcher because these go down easy.
Okay, all right.
Good
So
story.
we're gonna do some gin and juice here.
Yep.
All right, and while we're doing some gin and juice, I'm gonna do some factoids on this motherfucker. Oh, don't forget my special cup, which by the way,
I got you, homie.
Since this is Doggystyle, I got to drink out of a chalice. So I like to thank my boy Mike Potter.
Ciborium.
It's whatever.
It's
I
a
don't care.
Ciborium.
It's
That could be a pimp cup, too.
It's a pink cup. That's what I'm saying.
With no lid, it's a pimp.
There you go. So big
chalice.
shout out to my boy Mike Potter at Potter's Pub. Rest in peace, Potter's Pub, or Potter's Antique Lounge as it is right now. Yes, Potter's Pub. Potter's Pub.
That is 100% the glass from Last Crusade that fucking turns the dude into a skeleton.
Yeah, when he chose poorly.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely it is.
Just
So,
stared at him 100%.
There you
That's
go.
terrifying.
Here you go, sir. I was asked to keep that chilled for Katie, just so you guys know. All right, so factoids.
It's chilled. Look at it.
It
It's
is
just
chill.
sitting
Yep,
out on
yep,
the
yep,
table.
yep.
It's
All right.
totally chill.
Doggystyle is the debut album by American rapper Snoop Doggy Dogg. It was released on November 23rd, 1993 by Death Row and Interscope Records. The album was recorded and produced by Dr. Dre, following Snoop Doggy Dogg's appearance on Dr. Dre's debut solo album, The Chronic, in 1992, to which Snoop contributed significantly. The West Coast style and hip-hop that he developed from Dre's first album continued on to Doggystyle. Doggystyle debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, selling 806,858 copies in the first week alone in the United States, which was the record for a debuting artist and the fastest selling hip-hop album of ever at all time. So it took out Raising Hell. So there you go. Friends and Podcast Run DMC. Where am I? Okay, in 1992, Snoop Dogg came to attention of the music industry through his vocal contributions on Dr. Dre's Chronic. That album was considered to have transformed the entire sound of West Coast rap by its development in what later became known as the G-Funk sound. Describing Doggystyle in 1993, Snoop Dogg likewise points to the album's realism, and the extent to which it is based on his personal experience. He said, "I can't rap about something I don't know. You'll never hear me rapping about no bachelor's degree. It's only what I know, and that's the street life. It's all everyday life reality. So to identify with that, I can't rap about reading because I don't know it. I don't know how to do it. So
I did read somewhere though that Snoop has like 147 IQ or something.
Does he?
Like,
it doesn't
really
surprise
high
me. I mean,
IQ.
he has such like a fucking business acumen. Did I use that?
Acumen.
There you go. That
You were
one.
close.
That
So
word.
close.
There, I was close.
Sure,
Yeah.
Paul, it's a cumin.
A cumin. Okay.
Yes.
like the spice.
Like the spice.
Like
yeah.
the spice. All right. Cool. Cool.
Hey, I would have marked it right if you tried to spell it.
There you go. I appreciate it. So there's a
And
little
that's what's wrong with today's youth over there, Megan.
Listen.
We're handing out participation awards over there.
No. If the answer is orange and you spell it ARANGE, all right, you put in effort. I can figure out what you mean. But if the answer is orange and you spell it RED, then no, we got a problem.
What if I put RNG?
What if you
Orange.
What if you
Orange. Orange.
I'm gonna facepalm while I'm grading it and write some kind of snarky note about it. But all right,
You know what? That does not
You put
inspire
the
kids.
big
Yeah,
red
that
question
doesn't-
mark.
yes.
Oh.
Well, no, it'll probably be purple.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the kid will be like, "Fuck, I don't know either, man."
So, excuse me, a little controversy with Doggystyle. When it was recorded in 1993 at Death Row Studios, it produced a similar to Chronic. Some critics called it a carbon copy. Snoop Dogg collaborated with two groups, 213 and the Dog Pound. Daz Dillinger of the latter group accused Dr. Dre of taking sole recognition of producing the album and alleged that Warren G and himself contributed substantially to the production of the project. Do you have something to add there?
I'm
Yeah. So
angry right
Daz,
now.
Warren, and Snoop were in a rap group called the 213
Oh, okay.
before Snoop went solo.
Okay.
Daz, who is Snoop's cousin,
Uh-huh.
one of like 6 of his fucking cousins that are on this record, also was the producer on most of the album,
Mhm.
along with Dr. Dre, and he
Mhm.
just got cut out of the production. Yet he's also the one who produced. If you go back and look at Dre's The Chronic, Daz was the one who produced most of that himself.
Oh, okay.
So it just became this like sort of scandal between Daz and Dre, even though he stayed with Death Row Records after that.
Well, to go further, Death Row Records co-founder Marion Suge Knight stated in 2013 that Daz pretty much did the whole album, and that credit was signed over to Dr. Dre for a fee. Snoop Doggy Dogg said Dr. Dre was capable of making beats without the help of collaborators and addressed the issues with Warren G and Daz, stating they made beats. Dre produced the record, which there is kind of a difference there between someone who produces the record and someone who writes the record. So, whatever. Doggystyle is seen by many hip-hop pundits as a classic. It's also credited with defining West Coast hip-hop, shifting the emphasis to more melodious, whatever, that word.
Melodious.
Thank you. There you go. Synth-driven and funk-induced beats. It's been suggested by some writers and publications that Doggystyle has considerably affected African American culture. Some other publications have held the rap genre responsible for social problems such as sexual violence and sexism, which has been blamed on Snoop Doggy Dogg and other rappers for calling their controversial lyrics "keeping it real." I don't know. Doggystyle was released to widespread critical acclaim. Rolling Stone.
I like how you looked at me.
Yeah,
after
I was waiting to see if you had like a comment on.
You're the
that.
resident female.
Are you keeping it
Yeah.
real? Like, yeah,
No,
I'm a resident
like,
female.
I don't know what life was like for them in the night, like
I wasn't born yet.
in California in the 90s.
Shut up, Megan. Leave. Get out of
I
here.
wasn't born yet.
I mean,
Yeah, you were.
No, I was making.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a lot of talking about dicks, but like, yeah.
It's not so much talking about dicks as it is talking about nuts. So
Well,
Yeah,
that
these nuts.
too.
These
But
But
motherfuckers.
I also
All right,
like think that as a white female, I don't know that I'm qualified to talk about this.
That's fair. Doggystyle was released to widespread critical acclaim. Rolling Stone writer Touré mentioned Doggystyle is filled with verbal and vocal feats that meet its high expectations. It speeds through 55 minutes of constant talk as if on a suicide hotline. Okay.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either, but that's what they said. The album has also received some negative criticism, mainly that it was another Chronic or a copycat album that stole the P-Funk sound from George Clinton. Despite the initial mixed criticism, in 2020, Doggystyle placed 340 on the Rolling Stone top 500 albums of all time. The album was also placed at number 84 on Apple Music's 100 Best Albums list in 2024. For the 1993, excuse me, no,
Gross.
for the 1993-94,
We're all dying.
Yeah.
it hit number 1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 as well as the R&B hip hop albums for Billboard as well. It hit number 3 on the Billboard U.S. Vinyl albums in 1993. It has been certified platinum at least 4 times in the U.S. alone, and as of 2015, it has sold over 11 million copies worldwide.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, there it is. This thing is so
That is
fucking ridiculous.
ridiculous.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I mean,
In the solo cups.
and yes, and the rest of the gin and juice has to be in the solo cups because, as he says, everybody's putting their cups out, but they ain't pitched in. I can't say enough. You can't do Snoop Dogg without drinking out of a chalice, or the solo cups. And this is the gin and juice. We're gonna wait for Tom to sit down. What's up, Corner Troll?
Sorry,
Did it specify
the assistant bartender spilled some shit on the bar, so I had to clean it up.
It happens. It's all good. It's all good. All right, guys, let's try out the gin and juice.
Yeah, cheers.
All right, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
See if I don't spill this thing all over myself. Tastes
Not
like gin
bad.
and juice.
Gin and juice.
I expected it to be a little smoother. It's got a little bit more of the grapefruit bite, which I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah, grapefruit overpowers everything.
Yeah.
Did the book specify what type of juice to use? Or...
Orange juice and
Grapefruit
grapefruit
juice and orange juice. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we have any drop the needle before we drop the needle on this one?
I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So before you drop the needle,
Mm-hmm.
wheel the bar cart out to the deck and crank up the bubbles so you can be splashing along to the opening track bathtub. No other album says, "Will you give me a sponge bath like this one?" I don't know why.
That's where that ends. That's
Andre Darlington likes a sponge bath. What can we say? Which this is from Booze and Vinyl Volume 1 by Andre Darlington and his sister Tanaya Darlington. Check out Booze and Vinyl, everything Booze and Vinyl, and everything Andre Darlington at andredarlington.com. You can pick up copies of Booze and Vinyl Volume 2, Christmas Booze and Vinyl, as well as coming out in the fall of 2025 is the Booze and Vinyl country music recipe book. So that's very interesting.
You know, something cool.
What?
So like that's the album cover. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
this is another one of those things that nobody can see.
No, that's fine. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, you never send it to me.
But look.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Okay.
Nobody cares because nobody can
cares.
see it, and you.
Watch what it
He
does.
says
Your
this shit
bestie,
all the
Tom.
time. He's always like, oh,
It's
I'm
fun.
gonna
It's interactive.
send you that picture so you can
And then
like
he
pop it up,
never
and then he
does.
never sends me the
Never
picture.
does.
Never.
Adam, what
Not
do you have
once.
taped to the back of your phone?
It's a thing I need for work.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Tom. What are your thoughts?
He's drinking his gin and juice.
This album, I remember when it came out because it made such a big impact on all of the fucking entire music scene. Like the rap music changed
The
for
Schomburg.
sure when this album came out.
Well, okay. So did it change with this album, or did it change with Chronic?
It was on the way. This
Okay.
was what kind of
Okay. All
this is to me. The Chronic was the beginning of it because that's when you heard who Snoop was.
Mm-hmm.
He was around for a while, but Warren G hadn't introduced him to
Right.
to Dr. Dre yet at the time. The album itself, it's okay. It was more like revolutionary at the time, but I listen to it now. I'm like, yeah, there's a couple good songs on it. There's a couple that I don't really care for. It's all right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I honestly, if I had a wider pool to choose from, I probably wouldn't have chosen this album. It's just that I was kind of, I was narrowed down to what we hadn't selected from Booze and Vinyl Volume
True.
1 and Volume 2.
That's true. That's true.
I like the album.
We handcuffed you.
Yeah, I like the album. It's okay.
Yeah,
I don't
liked it.
love the album.
Okay. All right. Kristen, what do you think? What did you think of the album?
So it was not obviously the type of music that I listened to at the time. So I don't think I was like introduced to this kind of music until like college
Mhm.
at parties and stuff. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Yeah. I'm
Just
not
okay.
like,
Wow.
I mean, like, I guess, I don't know. I'm having a hard time today.
Okay.
When am I not having a hard time? I'm just thinking about like, if this album came out now,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, ew, gross.
Okay.
But like for the 90s, whatever. And I can't speak to like what?
Like with the 90s, they were a different time.
They were a different time.
They
The
were
90s
a different time.
time.
And like also I can't speak to like what Snoop's like life was like. I don't know. I'm a white female who lived in like not the city, but like the city.
No, it's a city. You were in
but
Mayfair.
it wasn't like the inner city.
Right.
Like I can't speak to that.
Okay.
So I don't. It's okay. It's an okay album.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
That's
Megan,
what I got for you.
the other white female sitting at the table.
Yeah, the white female from Delaware. This was not made for me in the slightest.
You weren't born yet, of course it
No,
wasn't.
I wasn't born yet. This is it's my dad's kind of music, but it's the kind of music that my dad turned off when I got in the car when he picked me up from dance class.
I didn't know your dad was cool.
I didn't know your dad was such a baller. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Figured
like-
you're a dork. He's probably,
No.
Wow.
No.
No, you're a dork.
That was a joke.
I'm
That
a
was
dork.
Oh, okay, all right.
Absolutely. I fully admit to that. Wait, no, he is very much not. Don't let him hear that I said that, but like, yeah, my dad's actually cool. This was.
It's going down pretty smooth. I'm just gonna say that.
It's very 90s, and like I appreciate rap and its musical importance and the artistry of it and all, but it's just not my style.
Not your cup of gin and juice.
We're even now.
Are we?
We're
What?
even now
Oh.
for the things that I made you listen to that you absolutely hated. Not that I hated it, but
Wow.
I don't think I've had an album yet where I was repeatedly looking at the track listing to see how close I was to the end.
Oh wow! Wow. Okay.
Yep.
All
I
right.
think this is the first one.
Okay. All right. All right. Adam.
I enjoyed it. I think I've talked about it before on the podcast. I mainly talked about it a lot on De La Soul. I don't put on an album
I can't
for
drink grapefruit juice.
I don't put on an album
good.
for the
Those are
skits
medications.
and like all the talky bullshit. Like, so the album's fine. It just I could deal without all the. Could deal without Bass Club. Could deal without the
Yeah.
skits. Could deal
Yes,
without.
there
there's
were
a
definitely
so
lot.
many bits that just sounded like you getting too close to the microphone.
Yeah, like I know, right?
So many.
I could get close to the microphone, and
Please no.
They do
Um,
take away from the album, though.
yeah,
Definitely.
it was a fine album. Like I said, I trim the fat, in my opinion, and I think it would be better.
And like 50% of this album isn't even Snoop. It's like everybody else.
Oh, there's a lot of
There's a lot of
collaborators.
collaborators.
You have,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
You have Daz and
I don't
Corrupt.
mind that part.
You have the DOC, who
Mhm.
was founder of Death Row Records. You
Lady
have Dre
Rage.
on there.
Mhm.
You have Lady of Rage, by the
Uh-huh.
way, who's like of all the women rappers at the time, she was the baddest one of all of them. I always loved the way, like, she had such a great style and like she was such a good writer.
Okay.
Totally underrated.
All right. All right.
You had so many good collaborators on that album.
Man, what is it about season finales and everybody shitting on records that I like? Because this happened last year with
It
Violator.
was pretty bad.
And it's
Yeah.
happening now because like
First off, I didn't shit on the album. I said I enjoyed it. I just don't care for
Yeah.
the talky bits in,
no,
in rap
that's
albums.
I like the album. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I'm too young and too white.
I chose it because I had a list of I don't know how
That's
many
actually the name
albums
of
to choose
Meg's
from.
autobiography that she's writing. Too young and too white.
Too young and too white.
There you go. So I will say that I didn't care for this album or gangster rap when it came out in 1993. At that point, much like Kristen, I wasn't listening to rap. I listened to rap growing up, but definitely got away from it.
What is this cheese called?
Mube, I think.
Mobe.
Something like
good.
that. Yep, it's
It's
very
good.
good. It's very
She
good.
has like a creamier Baby Bell.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't listening to rap anymore. I was more in a rock, alternative, even show tunes because I was doing the whole theater thing.
Nerd.
I know, and it took me a long time to finally give this album and this style of rap its chance, and ultimately its due. So when I was working at the Now at the Funk Soundstage Direct, for whatever reason, I needed to borrow the one dude who I worked with. I had to borrow his car for like the day. I don't know. I think my car broke down, so I needed like to get back and forth. So he lived like nearby. He's like, yeah, I'll just walk home, take my car. So I borrowed his car. And I'm driving home, and I'm like, "Oh, the fuck am I going to listen to?" And I'm going through his stuff, and he had The Chronic on CD in his car. So I'm like, fuck it, let's put it on. I threw on the Chronic, and I was like, oh fuck, this is actually pretty fucking good. And that's when I actually went back and I listened to Doggystyle, and I fell in love with both of them. I felt, so this was probably 2010. Well after. What was there something in my head?
It was.
No, there's like a hair on your hat.
Oh, weird. So Smooth, in my opinion, is the best way to describe this album.
Smooth by Rod Thomas and Santana.
No, fuck those guys. Could you get any more white?
Yeah.
Even though Santana's in there. You've said Rob Thomas. No, the skits are reminiscent of De La Soul 3 Feet High and Rising, which we said was the first album to have that stuff, and ultimately led to more people doing that, such as Snoop Dogg, and there's some skits on the Chronic as well. It's a style of rap that is musical all the way through. So like when people say rap music isn't rock and roll or it's not music or whatever, this is actually a perfect example of how rap music very much is rock and roll and is music. Because even though, first of all, just the rhythmic speaking of rap music in general and the way that Snoop does it, there's music in rhythm. There really is. Even though like I downplay drummers and say they're not real musicians, there is music. There's a reason there's rhythm, there's beats, there's stuff like that is musical, and he delivers his lyrics very, very rhythmically and very musically, and also every single song is a different key. And if you were to break it down and try to sing what he's saying, he's singing in key. He's talking in key or rapping in key. So it's like there is musical qualities to rap music that I think people will ignore. And then just everything he's talking about is the fucking rock and roll lifestyle, man. Fucking drinking, smoking, bitches, everything about it. And it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's just rap. So like when people say like rap music is not rock and roll,
I generally know why they
is.
say that too.
Like, because they're black.
Right.
White people don't like black people to do white people things.
My dad would like rap music if it was fucking white people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Exactly.
His whole generation, all the boomers that I know.
Exactly.
And my dad's 78 years old.
Yeah.
Like he's right smack in the middle of the boomer bullshit.
Yep. Hey,
and it's just something that went against what they thought was music,
Mhm.
and that's it.
Yep. So do we have another drink while we're midway through my thoughts here?
We have another drink.
we
while I
have
haven't
another
even
drink?
finished the first
Well,
one.
then you need to fucking
Step
catch
it up.
Come on.
I'm not an adult-sized adult.
We're aware of this. You're not even an adult.
I am too.
I am too. I'm a real boy.
I paid taxes last year.
I paid so many taxes.
My God,
So
last,
many.
Last year sucked for taxes.
You guys need new accountants then, because my accountant's fucking the bomb. I don't know.
Wait till you're audited.
I don't have one.
Well, get one.
They cost money.
Sometimes
Yeah.
that happens.
I
So
don't
you can
have
write that
any.
money off of
See?
your taxes.
Like
You
I said, you're not
You
an
got to
adult.
spend money to make money. That's what it is.
Exactly. You gotta lose money to
when you
make
pay
money.
an accountant, it's tax deductible as well.
There you go.
We might need to talk later.
I own the business. I know a few things.
Yeah. So what do we got? What do we got there, sir?
All right, the second drink is called Laid Back, and the notes on it says Snoop Dogg created this signature drink himself with
Oh,
Tanqueray. It's
nice.
a tasty treat. Arf, arf.
Arf, arf. Can you do that again, Tom?
Arf,
Arf.
arf.
Can you do it with a little bit more feeling?
I'm not an actor.
You should
No,
do it
that
in like
sounds like the kids that don't want to read anything in class.
you should do it in like different styles. Like how would Christopher Walken read it?
I don't know.
Why do you always go to Christopher Walken?
Because
Why not?
He's a fun voice.
Here's
Does.
my chalice.
Oh, you need the other one in that too?
Oh, I'm gonna put the other one in there too. Because I only got you 4 glasses anyway. So all right.
Tom, while I have you, why do they like Tanqueray so much?
What do you mean they?
I'm not.
What does that mean?
Every
What does that
third,
mean,
every
they?
every
He means
third
the
word,
Darlingtons, obviously.
every third word on this album is Tanqueray. So what's up
Does.
with Tanqueray?
I
Dog
don't know why
pound.
Tanqueray is a big deal.
Why-
I don't
why
know.
does
But
Snoop
also,
like it
if you
so
watch a lot of the videos, they're drinking fucking.
Mm-hmm. They're drinking other types of gin.
Yeah, there's a couple other types of gin. It's not just necessarily Tanqueray. I don't know why.
So
A lot of times it's
It's not even like Tanqueray like rhymes with a lot of shit.
it's a little bumpy bottle.
what's that?
Seagram's.
Seagram's, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So let me ask you this: as a bartender, where does Tanqueray rate? I know it's not a well drink, but I don't think it's quite top shelf. Is it like a mid shelf?
Yeah, Tanqueray is not a very expensive gin.
Mhm.
It's kind of right in the middle. your well ones are usually the ones that you don't even know the name for.
Exactly. Like Bunker Hill or some shit like that.
It's the ones that you get out of that brewery.
Bunker's Club. Bunker
or the
Hill was a
distillery
video game.
in Philly. It's Banker's Club.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That's from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Blue Coat.
But
Blue Cup?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually
there's
that's a PA one though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way the
They're
liquor
in
license
Pennsylvania.
that
They have to
we
sell
have
it.
to
Yeah.
sell PA liquors.
Yeah.
But that's the one that just automatically pops up, and that's the one we have in the little rack.
And that is friends of the podcast, Naked Brewing. So go to Naked Brewing in Bristol and Huntington Valley, right? Huntington Valley. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Jim Naked makes good beer. By
Yes,
the
he
way.
does. He does.
Jim Naked.
I was hanging out with Jim Naked on Friday night, as a matter of fact.
That's weird.
He wasn't naked.
No.
I swear.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Well, not at first.
Did he have his pants on?
He was Donald Ducking it.
Part of the day.
I'm not
yeah.
going to wear pants next episode.
So yeah, so I honestly, I personally, I like Tanqueray.
I don't love Tanqueray, but I don't hate it. So
Okay.
Whenever I hear Tanqueray, I think of those two chicks on Beavis and Butthead. You don't remember her?
No.
She's like, I'm Tanqueray, and this here's Lolita.
Can you do that again? I was very good. No, I don't remember this, but this is good. Do that
They
again.
were like really sweaty looking, and she's like, I'm Tanqueray, and this here's Lolita.
that's because Mike Judge was a fucking genius.
That was fucking great. Do you actually, Megan? Do you recall Beavis and Butthead at all?
I know that he existed, but I've never watched it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
she doesn't know who Cornholio is.
Oh, the great Cornholio! I am Cornholio. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Once again,
It's
another
Tanqueray
picture.
I'll send them.
I'm sending it to
Looks
Paul.
like the same animation for
Right
King of
now.
the Hill.
Well,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Judge made them both.
Yeah.
She's so young.
All right. So
So impressionable.
as
So dumb.
all of you white
That's not
folks,
true.
so rude.
as all of you white folk have pointed out, I also am white, and clearly, I don't identify with a lot of what like this album presents, and what Snoop Dogg is presenting. I've never been a black man living the gangster lifestyle in the ghetto, but
You
In the
weren't?
ghetto.
I was not. I've never been a black man living the gangster lifestyle in the ghetto.
Chicago mall. Sorry. No, it hurt the last time. Can you just be nice? Can you be nice?
You want to keep it together. Keep it together, buddy. Or you'll get the fucking cracker. I'm gonna give you instead of like the skipper. I'll give you the belt on the bear behind.
Oh,
I'll give you the fucking cracker in the mouth. Did you ever get the belt in the bear behind?
No.
Did you ever get threatened with the belt in the bear behind?
No.
Oh
It
man!
puts the cracker in its mouth,
Yeah.
or else it gets the
The solution.
Man, season 2 did not get the threat of the belt on the bear behind. Huh?
No, it's a different time.
Oh.
It was a different
The
time.
90s were a different time.
Oh yeah, they were a totally different time. But and at the time, I was not identifying as a black man living in the ghetto.
It's true.
Are you identifying as a black man living in the ghetto now?
Pretty much. I live in rural Pennsylvania. So.
Yeah.
No, I like
With
this.
chickens.
Do with chicken.
Paul
That
actually
is racist.
Paul identifies as a
Why?
Portuguese.
Just because I have chickens.
I mean, that's like the most white thing ever.
No. Having like a Highland cow is like
Yes,
the whitest
that's
thing
more of a
ever.
white thing.
Or pet
French
goat.
bulldog.
Yeah, French bulldog, pretty white.
No, I like the stories. I like how it's presented. The skits
What's going
are
on in
funny,
your corner,
and
Joel?
they are
Okay.
important.
Okay.
Okay,
Important, really?
the skits are important. The skits
Really?
like add so much to it, especially since I like. So
Do
the thing I
they?
like about this album
Do they?
compared to the skits on De La Soul.
I was hoping Kristen would say it again, and then I was going to say it again. And we would just go back and forth like five. Do they though?
No, shut up.
Do they though?
Do they
The-
really?
The skits on De La Soul are
I was going
separate
to get
tracks.
real close. Just to...
I got that cracker on standby, motherfucker. So the skits on the De La Soul are all separate tracks, right? So they're all separate thing, and it goes throughout the thing. The thing I like about the skits on this is that they're actually incorporated to the songs and are very specific to the songs.
See, I like the separate tracks so I could skip them and get to the music.
No, but these
Yeah.
skits, and this is where they work better, is that they work better with like that whole skit where he's talking to little kids in the beginning, and then they go into G's and Hustles. Like that little skit.
That's the only one
It goes into the song. And all right, Bathtub's a little weird, but that's more of like an intro type of thing. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Bathtub is a little bit
It
weird.
makes me
We
feel
could've
like I'm
skipped that
invading
one.
people in their private time.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's-
didn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, but that is actually the point of the
I know.
skit. That's
I
actually the
know.
point.
He's
So
like, oh, they're
you
bothering me. Like, I
Yeah.
get it, but like, ew.
Yeah.
know, and the W balls. You know what I mean? It's
No,
great.
well.
It's great. I like it. I like the
No.
skits. One of the things too that I like about it is like Snoop pays homage to the artist that led the way. Like he does, and he'll admit to it. That's why they call it G-Funk, because he
It's
knows
like
that he's
P-Funk,
exactly
George Clinton.
he realizes he's emulating George Clinton
Atomic
into P-Funk.
Dog.
Yes, exactly. Slick Rick, all the old school
yes.
rappers, of
Slick
course. And you can't forget. And because he says it, if it wasn't for this man, there would be no Snoop Dogg. Randy Ray Moore, Dolomite. Do you know who Dolomite is? You probably have no idea who Dolomite is. Do you know who Dolomite is?
Yes.
The
Okay.
only people you've mentioned so far that I know are Snoop and Dre.
Jesus Christ. Dolomite, you familiar? Okay. Dolomite is fucking one of those artists who, and that's the thing, he is an artist. If you look back, especially for the time,
And cheese is this.
I don't know.
Oh, God
I
damn.
don't remember.
It's
Looks like
good.
Gouda,
It's what
bitch.
it
Eat
is.
it.
What it
That's
is.
all you need to know.
So the best thing about Dolomite is like, I think now, and it's a shame because he's passed, but like, if you go back and look at all that stuff now, Dolomite, yes. If you go
R.I.P.
back and look at the
I don't
Dolomite
have,
stuff
like, a normal
now,
drink.
listen to the albums, watch the movie, watch thing. He was so innovative for his time as a black artist.
Oh, fuck. That smells delicious.
And
Could
yo,
you drink it on the beach all day, Adam?
I could. All day.
but Snoop is credited. If he's credited with saying if there weren't for Dolomite, there would be no
Shall
Snoop
I?
Dogg, and I get that. I
Here
get
you
that.
go. Watch out.
Oh, thank you very much. All right,
That's
so
what I'm
Your
smelling.
chalice has arrived.
Tom, can you
The
remind
apples,
us?
Yeah, pineapple.
Can you remind us again what we were drinking?
Laid back. Apparently,
Laid back.
Snoop
my mind on my
invented
money
this
and my
himself.
money on my mind.
Yep.
And Snoop came up with this drink. Snoop, this better be good, buddy.
I hope so, bud.
All right.
Probably good. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right.
And ladies.
I like the sound of cheersing. Can we bring the microphone close into that for a minute? Just
I like the cheers as a
It
verb.
just tastes like pineapple.
That's real good.
That is good.
Yeah, the pineapple
That's
kind of
a problem.
overpowers everything. It's good though.
drink that on a
I'm
beach
okay
all
with
day.
that.
Beach all day.
can
Beach
tell
All
Yes.
day, every day,
All
guys.
day.
Every day on the
This
beach.
reminds me of a drink that if I was a black man in the ghetto, I would drink on the beach all day. All
That's
day.
a problem, is what that is.
Yeah, this is a problem
That's
because it
nice.
just goes down. It's
You know what
like-
it tastes like? It tastes like you left out a bottle of Fanta pineapple soda all day,
Mm.
and then the ice
gone
melted,
flat.
and it had gone flat. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
I
It's
will,
just
Well,
weak,
that's a choice.
weak ass.
I will say I like Tangray, but you can't taste the fucking Tangray in this. That's the fucking beauty. of
There's
it.
only 1 ounce in it.
Okay.
Tangray.
Were they not trying to get fucked
Tangray
up?
and Lolita.
You put them together?
What?
She looks so
they
concerned.
I only had like this much left
Okay.
of my gin and juice. I just poured it in there.
Okay, I don't know what's in all of them. You just handed me things that I trusted you.
Oh,
so
so
I'm gonna.
it's-
you
so-
are
that was
young,
my
aren't
first
you?
Mistake.
The first
all
one was
gin.
the first
I'm
And
one was
supposed
juice.
to be in a reasonably safe place here.
Hey, the first one was
Don't put your drinks down anywhere you don't know where you're at.
Hey.
Tom roofied
orange
all of our
juice,
drinks.
orange juice, grapefruit juice. I only roofied my own drinks.
The next half hour should
Orange
be
juice.
real interesting.
Pineapple juice.
I just ribbed myself. That's how I
Yeah.
get down, man.
It's basically the same shit with different kind of juice in it.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah, no, this
I
And
retract
this one
my
has club
concern.
soda and pineapple.
Ooh.
I retract my concern.
Club soda.
It's nice.
Yeah.
This is good. This is good. Watch out for that
Roofies are
club soda.
expensive. I only roofie myself.
I'm Samantha.
You are so not Samantha.
Not a Samantha.
You're not Samantha. Who would be Samantha? Who would be Samantha here?
I don't even know.
Tom would be
what's
Tom. Tom would be Samantha.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
even know
Tom
what-
would be Samantha.
Yeah.
Who's Samantha?
We're talking
From
Sex
Sex
and
in
the
the
City.
City.
Yeah, I knew you
I
were
was
gonna-
Maybe
thinking
me.
fucking.
No,
Disney
no,
when you
it's
said
Tom.
Samantha.
Tom's
Am I
Samantha.
Charlotte?
Yes, you're fucking Charlotte. You are absolutely Charlotte.
But like
You are
really
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
high
Watch that
strung.
show.
Yes,
Which
you
one
are
is
100%. Charlotte's like the
brunette.
I've never watched
Yeah.
the show, so I don't
Really
know.
high strung.
Who's
Yes.
Samantha?
Samantha's
Samantha's
the
slutty
slutty one.
Oh, that's rude. I'm not slutty.
Yes, you are.
You're
You're
the country
fucking
girl.
slutty as fuck.
I am not.
You
I stopped
so
teaching
are.
Am I
before
the
that one
redhead?
came out, I think.
Probably,
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Which makes me carry.
As long as I say I don't want to be carried.
I
You
don't
have a
wanna
lot
be
of
carried.
shoes, and your face shaped like a horse,
You fuck Matthew
or a
Broderick.
foot.
I do have a lot of shoes.
Your
You
face
do?
is shaped like a foot.
You fuck Matthew Broderick.
Katie
too.
actually complains all the time about how many shoes I have.
That's so
Because I
great.
like shoes. I like
Katie's
shoes.
just like
And-
you.
No.
You and Matthew Broderick is getting tired, Paul.
Who
So
wouldn't fuck Matthew Broderick?
I also
Matthew Broderick now
I
or
have.
Ferris Bueller? Matthew
and you
Broderick?
know he's dangerous because he killed 2 people.
He did.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick killed people.
Oh, you didn't read about that?
No, I didn't know that.
Well,
Wow,
he
wow.
murdered a couple of
Irish people.
innocent fucking Irish people.
Yeah.
Driving on the wrong side of the road,
Yeah.
fucking
He was,
head on their car and killed them both.
Well,
Oh.
to his credit, though, I mean, he was American, so it was probably the right side of the road
Sure.
for him.
Right side of the road for him, wrong side for those two Irish people that he killed.
Was he
And then-
drunk?
Who knows? Because he was out of the country the next day.
If I remember correctly, he was driving, and they kind of kept it hush hush because
What are you doing?
they kept it hush hush because what's the name of the chick who plays his sister in Ferris Bueller?
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey.
Mhm.
He was him and Jennifer Grey were
Star
dating.
of
Dirty
Dirty
Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
I was going
yeah.
to say Star of Red Dawn.
That was Baby.
Oh,
Nobody puts
Nobody
baby
puts
in the
baby in
corner.
Nobody puts Baby in the corner,
Ugh.
but somebody got Baby in a car accident because they were driving together because they were dating, but they were trying to keep it hush hush because they were playing brother and sister in a movie that they were promoting. So it was weird and
yeah.
People
Yeah,
used
so he
to
fucks
tell me
his
that I
co-star
look
and
like
kills
Jennifer
Irish
Grey.
people.
No.
When
No,
I was
I would
younger,
fucking
people
punch
used to
them.
say that.
Yep.
No, not
Not
even
true.
that. Oh, maybe the hair.
I think it's the nose.
I've seen
and
seen pictures of you as a kid. Maybe the
Definitely
hair.
there's been a lot of
It's not the
famous
nose,
people
though.
who have killed
I
people
don't
in
know
car
what it
accidents.
is.
Her
Like-
nose looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but
Gonzo's
she's
nose.
different now. Like
She has
her
a
whole
Gonzo
face
nose.
looks
Oh,
completely
yeah,
different
yeah.
now.
No, I'm thinking specifically Dirty Dancing Jennifer Grey.
She had a Gonzo nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Yes.
a perm back then, and I
Yes.
think that's what it was.
That's why I said the hair. The hair
You were
would
It was
not
distracted.
definitely, it was not the nose. Yeah,
you
I
were
don't-
distracted
I
by
don't
the tight tank top, but there was a fucking hook on the front of her face.
I dressed as her for Halloween one year.
So did I.
I love
And
that.
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
Ferris
Well,
Ferris
that-
Bueller, Jennifer Grey.
Yeah,
I
I won a
dressed
bottle
as
of wine.
Did you?
I
Dirty
did.
Dancing Jennifer Grey.
Because
I
I
was
went
short
to a
jeans, tight
Halloween
pink
party
tank top.
with a bunch of people I knew from the gym that I
Patrick
was going
Swayze.
to, who were all
Someone else
like
is talking. Can you shut up?
your guys' era, and they
Don't make me get a
appreciated
cracker,
that
bitch.
that was one of my favorite movies.
Right there.
And now I'm gonna go find it.
Okay.
My best Halloween costume was Roy Horn from Siegfried and Roy.
That was
After
pretty
he
good.
was mauled by the tiger.
I remember that. That was pretty good.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good
And,
costume.
but the best part is when I was leaving for the Halloween
Yeah, there you
party, my father threw me a pair of wadded up socks, just like threw them at me, and I caught them. And I'm like, "What are these for?" He's like, "For your pants."
Oh, there you
He's
go.
like, you know.
There you go. Let's
For
give it
a
up for your dad.
fact. Yeah.
Yep.
R.I.P. Tom.
Tom.
Yep.
Ooh, I like the sound of bouncing off Tom's glass into Paul's. That's fun.
Yep.
Oh,
I bought the Reeboks.
Oh, look at that.
Very easily.
Once again,
Perfect.
Yeah.
more pictures that nobody else can
Jeans.
see.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll
Send
send
them.
it.
You don't want to
Okay.
see the
She's
pictures.
doing
they're on
it
my
now.
phone.
Yeah, no. I've seen
That's
those.
downloaded from Snapchat.
I'm scared.
My
I
whole
see them
phone
every
is
night in
I
my
mean,
dreams.
it's huge, but still, I'm scared.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so overall, back to the album we're talking about.
Oh yeah, we got sidetracked.
Also, this drink is from Booze and Vinyl Volume 1 by Andre Darlington. Award-winning, actually, no, best, I don't know what it is.
Best friend of the podcast.
Best
though.
fucking friend
That's,
of the podcast.
that's an award in itself.
Yes,
That
it is. Best-selling author of Booze and Vinyl 2 with Tenaya Darlington, Booze and Vinyl Christmas, as well as a bunch of other
Did you
cocktail
mention
drinks.
Oh, we did mention it. Disregard of where we saw Booze and Vinyl. One of
Oh yeah, that was another episode. That was like
podcast
a
listener-
month ago, dude.
Was that a month?
I don't know.
3 months ago.
It was a while.
2
ago.
months ago.
I forget.
3 months ago.
It's been a
Long time.
while. It's been kind
Been a
of like a
while.
whirlwind the last few weeks for me. So
Been a while.
So,
Friend of mine saw it for sale and sent me a picture and thought it was funny.
Mhm.
I
Very
looked
cool.
for it at Barnes and Noble and couldn't find it.
Well,
really,
Yeah.
you couldn't find. Oh well, here's the thing: if you can't find Booze and Vinyl in your local Barnes and Nobles or somewhere else, you know where you could go? AndreDarlington.com, and you can go on the link that says shop, and you can pick up all of his books, including the Gotham City, including the Big Lebowski cocktail book, the classic cocktail
It's
book.
just 100 pages of how to make a white Russian.
Basically, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Also, Foxy Reds in Lambertville,
Foxy
New
Reds
Jersey.
in Lambertville, New Jersey.
My friend Amy, who is a listener of the podcast, found Booze and Vinyl Volume 2 for sale.
I feel like you should have a link on the Ottsville Record Garage to Andre.
I'm working on
Yeah.
that. I'm working on that. We gotta work out some
Yeah.
stuff. Me and Andre, we're like BFFs now. We're working on stuff.
I
We're
feel
best
like
fucking friends.
if
he's a
you make
storyteller,
if you
man.
put a link on your
I like
website
him.
for him to make money, it just lessens the chance that he sues us.
That's
Probably.
I agree.
a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I might
As
have to.
your lawyer,
Listen, so
I think
Adam
that's a
went to the
great
school.
idea.
Adam went to the school where you show all your cards at the poker table.
I've been drinking.
You should keep them to yourself, dickhead.
Yeah.
Don't tell everybody what you're holding.
And also in the fall of 2025, look out for Booze and Vinyl country
I want to
music.
play Adam in poker
Okay.
because I 100%
You want-
assume that he. Hold on, because it's going to be like this. Ooh, Is 2 queens a good hand? I want to play that because I expect he does shit like that.
I just figured you wanted to poker face.
I was thinking strip poker for
Yeah.
sure. I'm gonna get those fucking tight ass jeans off. I don't know if he can get his pants off without a tow truck.
I have so many pairs of pants.
They're like they look like they're spray painted on.
Yeah, I just take a pair of scissors, run down the leg, and get them
I
off.
knew he
I
was
don't like
circumcised when he was walking up the driveway.
Oh, I know. It's like,
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
not good.
like the Mona
Funny,
Lisa.
it's still there.
No, this is.
I'm just saying, you can see his
I should
hog
know this by
while
now.
he's walking up the
Should not.
driveway.
No, they should. And I told them this. I told them. My
Yeah, but
friends,
if you tell them not to
My
listen,
You
friends-
tell
they'll
them not
listen.
to
No, no,
listen,
no,
they're
no.
gonna
That
listen.
man
Yeah.
looks forklift certified, is what I'm saying.
No.
True.
I told them my
You're
friends
welcome.
have
And
no filter.
circumcised.
I cannot tell you to
Forklift
listen to
circumcised.
this.
Yes. Yes, that's the real way to do it.
That is going to be the
I can't.
name
But
of the next Birmingham
And
Six
they
album.
looked at my
Forklift
computer screen where my
Circumcised.
I like
Spotify
that.
was open, and they
Alright,
went,
real quick.
"Miss, are the first
Tom,
2 words
Paul,
of your friend's
what are these
podcast
two?
the
What are
country
what are these
something?"
yammering about?
What are these birds
I'm
talking
gonna
about?
I
edit all
didn't
this
tell
out.
you
Birds.
that. I didn't tell
Edit
you
all
that.
of
Grade
this.
is that?
10th.
Mm.
All right.
Can't tell them nothing.
No.
So back to it. How do we feel about this album overall? I love it, start to finish. Great fucking album. I think you guys are assholes for.
I never said it was a bad album.
No.
You can't. I can't go to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Paul.
No.
I'll slide over and keep you
No,
company
hold
if you need
it.
me to.
Develop
We're just gonna
develop
wait.
a
We're just gonna
stronger
wait.
bladder. Hold it.
I've been holding it since I got here.
I don't know how he's gonna get this
Wow.
fucking.
He's gonna get a UTI.
I don't know how he's gonna get it out with those pants on though.
I just saw a thing where it was like a bodysuit for dudes. So like when they tuck in their like they don't have to tuck in a shirt. It's a bodysuit.
Who tucks in his shirt?
Oh wow, that's fucking
Oh.
amazing.
What?
Yeah.
The Jennifer Grey from Ferris Bueller's
Yeah,
Day
Really?
Off.
that's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I could not get a brush through my hair for like a week after.
Oh yeah.
It was terrible.
That's fucking great.
I put in so much effort.
Francis.
I thrifted the
I like
the
it.
sweater and everything.
Yeah, that's very good.
Thank you.
Shauna.
We're waiting for him.
Can I go in there and pee
so I
with
can
him?
stand
Yeah,
up and
go
get
for it.
crackers.
Yeah, well, while we're on break.
Mm-hmm.
I also have to pee.
Adam,
hold on.
Go
Can I go
pee.
upstairs?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. BRB. I have a very weak bladder from 20 years of teaching, and it sucks. Because you can't pee when you have first graders.
No.
Ever.
Just close the door behind you so the cats don't get in, please.
I have entirely too much alcohol in front of me.
Well, you don't have to drink it all. Everybody has to pee.
I was scrolling through. I scrolled through all 800 and something of the records that you just posted for like 50% off.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, I should buy that. Oh fuck, I should buy that too. Like, oh fuck, I should buy that one.
There's things I bought from you, whenever the last time I bought records from you, for my sister. Apparently, I did not need to buy, because apparently, I bought half of a Kate Spade bag for her.
Oh.
So they're just kind of chilling in my bedroom for the next time I need to give her something.
Oh, why don't you just use them? You got a new record player.
No.
Oh.
Because she is Baby Princess.
Oh, okay.
And we have to make sure that Baby Princess is gifted the things.
She sounds like a bitch. Just saying.
Who's
No,
this? Who's this? Your sister?
Yeah,
She
she's
hot?
Not her.
I'm sorry.
Kate's hot.
she's 20 and has a boyfriend.
I don't give a shit.
We didn't ask you about the boyfriend.
Yeah, we didn't care.
She's not the cutest of the three.
Let's talk about all kinds of shit that doesn't matter, man.
All I heard was legal.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be mean. She's not. Of the three,
Yeah, Megan,
she's
let's
not
have a
the hottest.
conversation about all kinds of shit that doesn't matter, like her boyfriend.
Kate is hotter. Just saying.
Your husband doesn't matter. My wife didn't seem to give a fuck.
Nope.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No, well, Kate told me that she has repeatedly picked up and put down the Taylor's version of 1989 in Target so many times. No, I can't buy it. No, I can't buy it. No, I can't buy it.
Why can't you?
I don't know.
She wants the non-Taylor's version. She wants to be a dick.
No,
I
no,
can get the
no.
not Taylor's version.
I bought it from you.
She can get it too, motherfucker.
No, she got the Taylor's version.
Yes.
I'm saying I can get the not Taylor's version.
Ooh, let's get that one. That one sounds dirtier. Do you think there's any more Monster left in that can?
The one that you brought here?
Yeah. I forgot it was over there. Is there anything in there? No.
Not really, no.
Nothing worth it.
Nothing that's gonna actually come out of the can.
Kristen
Yeah.
shows up late. Oh, there you go.
But yeah, apparently I have a thing that she will want. Now I just have to save
Kristen,
it
I
for
was
when
Okay.
so close to wearing red velvet today. Thank God.
Thank God you didn't.
You would have had to go home and change.
I know.
What were we talking about before the break?
Back to work.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Intermission?
All right, so
I gotta go to the bathroom again.
Dumbass.
Should I tell my joke now?
yes, you got a joke? What's your joke? Do you have a joke? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You do have a joke. Go for
What
it.
does Snoop use to do his laundry?
Oh,
What?
Bleach.
He actually uses Tide with OxyClean.
No, he uses bleach. All right, so
Bleach.
I love this album. I think it's great. You guys are like, it's okay. This is not for me. I'm white. It's a great album. Look beyond,
good
look
album.
beyond it.
it's
great.
not a fucking amazing album.
It is
It's
an
a great
amazing album. It's an amazing
Good album.
album. It's an amazing album. Change the fucking face of rap music at the time.
There's a bunch of West Coast rap albums I love more than this one. Is all I'm saying.
Listening to this album makes me feel like I'm playing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's the same vibe. Tom knows what I'm talking about.
I'm sure it was spectacular and life-changing for the time that it came out.
I will tell you. You know what's
I
actually
remember when it came out. I was in high school.
It's funny, you mentioned Grand Theft Auto, and you know what? And I might have talked about this on the podcast before, but you know what? One of my favorite fucking things about Grand Theft Auto is, and it's the first one, is that when you play Grand Theft Auto on the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
So you put and there's PS1. It wasn't like PS2, 3. I don't think you could do it on any of
You
the
can get
other
the first
PlayStation.
one on.
Oh,
PlayStation.
is this when?
Can I tell the story? Can I tell the
Second
story?
Grand
I
Theft
forgot
Auto.
Can I tell the fucking story?
No. I just forgot that was a thing
Yes.
until you started talking about
So
it.
if you play Grand Theft Auto on PS1, right, and you put the disc in and you load the game, right? What's great is like if you've never played for the people out there who have maybe never played Grand Theft Auto, one of the things that you can do is you carjack people and you go in and you walk up to the car, you open up the door, you throw some punk out, and then you just jump in the car and you drive. Coolest thing about Grand Theft Auto, the original one for PS1, is that after you loaded the game, you could actually open up your PS1, take the game out, and put a random CD in. And then every single time you got into somebody's car, it played the next track on the CD.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the greatest fucking things in the world. Like, I would seriously
Wow.
play the game just to do that.
That was
Yeah.
GTA 3.
One. That
Oh.
was one. That was the
That was
first
one.
one, man. You could just do it. And you just like, and I fucking love that
I
about.
think the original Grand Theft Auto was only available on
Having a
PC
cracker.
though.
Nah, man. Well, either way, the PS1
Whatever
version
the
of Grand
first
Theft
one-
Auto.
Whatever it
okay,
is
so
you
whatever
have.
the first one that was
My
available
hands are clean. I
on
just washed
consoles.
them.
Yes, and
Okay.
it was just great. Like that is really the only reason I played Grand Theft Auto. Like I really didn't care about the things. I'm like,
I
I'm
played it
gonna,
because I like shooting people and
Yeah.
burglarizing places.
but you
Tom
do
hates
live in
hookers.
Trenton.
Tom likes murder.
Hates
The amount
hookers.
of people that I would
He
shoot
said
in
that
those
in the
games.
group text.
Yes.
I'm not
Wait, what did
averse
you
to
say?
murder. What I'm saying,
Tom
sometimes
said
it
that he
needs to be
likes
done.
murder in the group
Hey,
text.
hey, man, 187, 187
Let
on a motherfucking
let some
pound.
healthcare CEO walk through the front yard. I'm gonna
We
get
are
his
not
ass.
a political
Thank
podcast.
you. Thank you for
No.
being
Oh, I
into
didn't
it.
mention any politics there. I just said I would fucking murder a, United Healthcare CEO in the front yard.
Does anybody else have anything else to say about this album?
I don't know.
No.
8 out of 10, no notes.
Are you eating crackers?
I mean,
Are you
over
eating
under.
crackers?
So I already got her. So
We
I already
all
got
are eating
her-
crackers.
her take on this. So like it's got to be like over under. It's got to be like
You can't tell her.
11 and
You
a
can't-
half
No,
pilots.
you can't tell her. 'Cause she's
11
never-
and a half
But it's gonna be. I'm gonna take the under.
No, absolutely.
Take
That's
the
what
under.
I'm saying. Like she's definitely going
That's what
under.
I'm saying.
On the
So I
pilots.
have all kinds of inside information now about the
Mhm.
gambling
Yeah.
aspects of this episode.
Oh, you're looking to me.
We're
Like I
betting?
said, I enjoyed the album. I just
Good album.
Fucking rap album. I don't want the skits on rap albums. I don't
So,
give a shit. I'm
but
listening
also-
to it for the music, not because they think that they're funny.
Okay.
It's a good album. The issue for me, it's like it was in the first like couple of
Why are you fucking looking at me like that, motherfucker?
of its kind.
Do I have something in my beard?
You have crumbs on your shoulders.
I'm sure I do.
He needs a cracker jammed in
Listen,
his gums.
listen. I'm all right. Listen, Adam. I know that the last few weeks have been very busy,
Jam a cracker
and
in
you
his
haven't
gob.
been able to be on a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
But you really forget what you're supposed to do right now.
I was waiting for Tom to finish because Tom was having thoughts.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
Paul. So what I'm hearing. So most of us like this album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so Paul, you love this album.
So what is
obviously,
it?
you won't stop sucking this dick's album and yelling at us for not
Sucking this dick's album.
My album.
Sucking this album's dick. Excuse me.
My album.
I thought I was just dyslexic.
Yeah, seriously. But there's a sweet baby angel upstairs. It's wildly inappropriate for her to be listening to this album. But what did this
She's
sweet?
not making memories yet, man.
Yeah.
She's not even 2.
She is too.
On my bad. I'm sorry. This is March of 2025. She's 2. So she's not making memories yet.
Yeah,
She's not going to remember any of this shit.
Any of this shit.
I hope
She
not.
doesn't even got to repress anything.
Mhm.
What is that sweet, innocent baby angel upstairs?
Regina. Her name's Regina.
What does she feel about Tangeray? How does she like Tangeray? She like Tangeray?
She does. She does. That's how I get her to take
And
long naps
Lolita.
in the middle of the day.
Yeah, how does Regina and Lolita feel about this?
Who's Lolita?
The new baby.
We didn't name her Lolita. Did you guys name my new baby Lolita?
How does
We
Regina and Regina 2 Electric Boogaloo feel about this album?
Regina,
Yeah,
too.
Electric
You can't
Boogaloo.
call her Lolita.
Why?
He
There's
call
like
her anything he wants.
No.
Why?
He
Sometimes
call
I-
her anything she
No,
wants.
There's
Sometimes
like
I call
a
her Jeff.
literary problem with
We don't
Lolita.
read here. Do you think Paul reads?
Think Paul reads?
You think Paul reads?
Have you been listening to this podcast at
Yeah,
all?
Jesus Christ, Megan, have you ever listened to the podcast?
Didn't you see the movie
He
Lolita
doesn't
starring
read.
Dominique Swain?
No.
Has anybody seen that?
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about, but no.
All right. So
Now I'm
Regina,
looking it up.
Regina, what I will say
I
is
saw Toy Story 2. Does that count?
it does. It does. She was intently
This is
listening.
based on the controversial novel. No, you can't call her Lolita.
There you go with the books again, you fucking dork. Jesus Christ.
So Regina was intently listening at first. Between the skits and the heavy bass, it grabbed her attention, but she wasn't really reacting. But towards the end of Gin and Juice, I look in the rearview mirror and I just see this kind of fucking half smile on her face.
And she had a little red solo cup.
And by the schnizzle, she was fucking singing.
By-
So,
Uh-huh.
By the end of Gin and Juice, she was
Or-
throwing
or-
up Crip signs.
I'm sorry,
and-
the shitnets. Shiznet.
Shiznet.
Shiznet. So it's a solid like, and as such, Tom has won the Regina Factor for season 2 at
There you
8
go.
likes and 2 indifference. There you go. I come in
Alright.
second at,
Congratulations, Tom.
and you only like got me by half a game. I have 8 likes and one dislike and 1 indifferent. Adam 7 likes, 2 dislikes and 1 indifferent, and the listeners represented by Megan have 5
Oh,
likes.
I got you by 1 indifferent, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
5 likes, 2 dislikes, and 3 indifference.
I would call for a recount, but Paul can't count just as bad as he can't read.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. You're just upset about another segment that's coming
I
up,
am,
but I do
sorry.
count. All right.
Is that the dick size segment?
Yes, the dick size
Yeah.
segment.
Okay, I'm just
Do you
upset
have
at
your
how-
ruler, Tom?
Yeah, obviously.
Here you go.
Okay.
Since she didn't take
You
notes, and
brought
I know
one,
it's
too.
going to put her on the spot. Kristen, top 3 songs.
Well, Lottie Dottie, because anytime anybody does Lottie Dottie, I
Lottie
fucking love
Dottie,
it.
we like to party. We don't cause
love-
trouble. We don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
I saw Slick Rick
I'm a
like
huge
6
fan.
or 7 years ago at the War Memorial in Trenton with Chubb Rock.
Okay.
What?
Oh,
Nice.
yeah. That was
Nice.
incredible.
Nice.
Chris's smile was so
So, dude, hold on.
Kristen was
So-
like, "You went where?"
my ex-wife and I were at the War Memorial in Trenton. We saw Slick Rick, we saw Chubb Rock, and I forget who the other individual was. Anyway, there was a bunch of
Very interesting.
yeah, and we were. It was an interesting crowd.
Okay.
Great show though.
All right.
Slick Rick still hadn't lost it, even though he's old as shit.
He's fucking great. Slick Rick's great.
He's
So
super great.
you're going Lottie Dottie.
I'm going Lottie Dottie. I'm going Gin and Juice.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really didn't write a list because I'm a mess this week. G's and Hustlers.
Someone didn't read the prep.
Okay. All right, Tom, top 3.
So, my top 3, Gin and Juice is my favorite. So, weird intro, great song.
Okay.
I love Who Am I, and I love the G-Funk intro, even though it's only a minute and like 40 seconds long. I just like it because of the flow in that, and it's packed with fucking... If you listen to all the people that are in it and what they're doing, can't be beat. Okay. If it was a 5-minute song, it would be the best rap song of all time.
Nice. Megan, do you have 3? Were you able to find 3?
No, I had 2.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
I had Gin and Juice and Who Am I?
The hits. You went with the hits?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, all right.
I didn't know that, but okay.
Okay.
Megan's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
Totally.
yep.
Sure.
Adam?
Top 3, I went Gin and Juice, Lottie Dottie, and Serial Killer.
Okay, really? Serial killer, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
There were pieces of that one I liked, but not enough to
Question
put
for
it as
you.
a top
Yes.
3.
Tom, you might actually notice that's Suicide Partner. Suicide, it's a suicide. Is that from that song or is that from a different song?
No, I think that started there, and it was
started
used
there? Okay.
several times in other songs.
Okay. All
But
right.
I don't know of a... Because I can think of like 3 times where it was used. I think that might be the first.
Okay.
But it has to be a sample from some fucking where. No idea where it came from, dude. No idea.
Because that was the thing when I was listening to it and Serial Killer came on and they go to that part. Suicide. I'm like, oh fuck, that's from this song.
That's from
I wasn't
no.
sure.
It's from a Ghetto Boys song.
Okay.
That's where I know it from.
Okay.
But I don't know the year of the Ghetto Boys song, and I also don't know if it was a sample that they used.
Okay. All right.
I don't know where it originated from, where that sample came from.
Fair enough. Did you give your top 3 today? Oh yeah,
Seems
just
to
did.
be our gangster rap.
The reason what you were
Right,
just
right,
talking about was because I gave my top 3.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't really paying attention. So my top 3 is Dash Nizet, G's and Hustlers, and Pump Up. I have
The Schnizzette.
Shiznet, whatever.
The
Sounds like a vocal group from the 50s. The Schniznets.
It's Shiznet.
The Schnizzettes are coming up next.
I have an honorable mention of Who Am I, What's My Name, and my other honorable mention is the Bitches.
Oh,
I
whoa.
don't think you can say that
I
word.
can't say it.
Whoa.
I'm saying the name of the song, so I'm allowed to say
I
it.
don't think you're allowed.
He paid for the album. He's allowed to say it. That's it.
I don't think that's true.
Since it is in writing and he is quoting it, I think
Thank you.
technically
Thank you.
it's because it is
Well-
a direct quote.
I am reading the name of the title.
Technically, it
I
is
don't think
allowed.
you're
And I'm
That-
saying the not the
That being
I'm saying
said,
that
I think you
It's
had
an
to say just like
now that the Country
N and
Hipster
the
podcast
bitches.
is canceled, it was very nice knowing you all. Thank you for listening. I hope you all well in your future endeavors. Continue.
All right. Well, in that case, Adam, what's your least favorite song?
Who am I?
Who am I? Really?
Yeah, fucking Who Am I annoyed the shit out of me for some reason.
What's my motherfucking name?
Yeah, it's fucking annoyed me.
Wow.
I think honestly what it was the backup vocals.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The back,
Snoop Dogg.
yeah, I just didn't care for it. Honestly, driving up here today, I didn't have a bottom. My bottom was just all the talky bullshit. And then as I was
It's
like,
a cop out.
exactly.
Mhm.
And then as I was coming up 611, I was like, nah, I don't fucking like that song, man.
I appreciate you taking the extra steps and finding it and listening to the album, unlike the REM Reconstruction
Dude,
of
that
Fable.
album, I listened to that album, and it belongs in the
You
background. where it
didn't
fucking,
listen to it. Yeah, no, you
I'm
can't
sorry,
have that
but-
opinion if you actually listen to that album. Anyway,
You know,
Yeah.
I had the thought just a minute ago.
Uh-huh.
The sample we were just discussing.
mhm.
I think a lot of people are going to know it from. It was. God damn it! There's a
It
good
was
song.
just there.
It was just there, and I lost it because I got ADHD. Anyway, my least favorite song on the album. Let's go with that. Anyway, let's go with that. The song I was thinking of, anyway. I think my least favorite is fucking Lottie Dottie.
Okay. All right.
Tom does not like to potty. You know what I'm saying?
No, Tom likes
I
to
love
potty.
the
He likes
original.
to
I
potty.
love the original from Slick Rick. I don't love this one. They slow it way down. It's just a weird tempo, and it's a weird flow, and it's weird. It's just weird.
I appreciate the throwback to Slick Rick. I appreciate the throwback to the old school rappers who led the way. You know, Sugar Hill Gang, Run DMC,
Lewis and
Slick
Clark.
Rick, not Lewis and Clark.
Magellan.
You know, Ice T, who led to
Magellan.
that.
Give it up to
Magellan.
Magellan.
The song I was just. Yeah, the song I was just thinking of, by the way, was 1-800-Suicide by the Gravediggers. They used the same fucking sample,
Okay.
so I don't. But that came out in like the mid '90s.
Okay.
That was
Isn't that-
afterwards.
Wait, no, that's the name of somebody else.
Gravedigger, the monster
No,
truck.
no. It was 1-800-Suicide.
I saw that.
That was a
monster
song
truck
by the
comparison.
Gravediggers in like 94, 95, 96.
No, it was the number
talking
for
about-
the suicide hotline that was the new.
Probably a different thing that we're talking about.
Yes.
What?
So, and also the other rapper, Kristen, that we saw, it was Dougie
Yes,
Fresh.
it
I had to
was
think of his
Logic.
name.
Dougie
It was
Fresh.
that group
Nice,
at,
nice.
at the War Memorial.
So
Logic had a song that was titled with the phone number for the suicide hotline.
Yeah, which is
That's
like
what it was.
989 now or whatever the fuck it is.
But-
273.
Yeah, close enough.
Like-
That's a lot of numbers to remember
It's a-
if you're having a
It's
crisis.
just easier to just
Yeah,
shoot yourself.
You're
Yeah.
having a mental health crisis.
What
like,
I'm
you
saying is
should-
just quicker,
Jesus.
just shoot
Right,
yourself.
but you just look up Logic and the number pops up because it's the name of his song.
Oh,
But I wouldn't
yeah,
know
let's
that.
think of that.
I call 1-888-2300.
It seems
Empire.
logical.
Wow.
It's
And,
like on the IT crowd where they had like the new 911 number for them, and it was like 647 blah blah blah. It was like all these digits. You don't watch the
What?
IT crowd?
no.
All right,
I didn't know what that is.
I'm a nerd.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Clearly.
So I was saying, I appreciate the throwback to the old school rap. Slick Rick, Run DMC, giving the props to Sugar Hill Gang, all the people who led the way to
Yes.
to get Snoop Dogg to where it is. But I agree with you. Lottie Dottie is also my least favorite,
Still good.
only because I like the original better.
I
fucking-
love the
just-
original.
I
Yeah.
like the original better too,
Yeah.
but I'm still gonna like Lottie Dottie.
Yeah,
And
no.
you know how I feel about covers.
I do.
Hate
I
them.
do. Yes.
I
That's
do
why
like
you,
when-
you just sleep on a sheet.
Mhm.
No
I do
covers.
like when people
Right.
throw it back to who started the shit. I love that. I do like all the mentions,
And he gives it like out to my motherfucking Slick Rick. I mean, it's you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It is. You know,
I love
Give
that
a
about
shout
that
out.
song. That's
Yes.
what I like about that song. I don't like the song itself.
No, you know, it is one of those covers, and there are times where covers are better than the original. Like we talked about on the fucking Newfound Glory, their cover of The Promise is better than the original cover
What?
of the
I have
original
to
The
listen to
Promise. It's really good. I was actually very surprised.
It's weird.
This is not one of those cases though. So yeah, Lottie Dottie goes down as my least favorite. So
I did end up listening to the
the original.
no, the newer
Oh, okay.
release
Oh,
of
God.
all of their covers.
Mhm.
It's not the This Is Me that I expected it to be.
Mhm.
As I assumed it was the Camp Rock one because that's the one that everyone my age would have listened to. It's the one from Greatest Showman.
Oh, okay. All
And
right.
it ended up being really good.
Oh, that's horrible. Please do not say that for season 3. But what is your least favorite song for us?
I don't know. Anything that's not the two that I listed was my favorite.
Wow, she's doing one of those. Like, just pick one and
I
just
don't
okay.
know. It
All right.
really just wasn't.
No, that's
for
fair.
me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Did
Kristen,
you just make a fucking Camp Rock reference on this goddamn
Ain't no
podcast?
fun.
Twice now, actually.
Ain't no fun.
Yeah.
Ain't no fun.
okay, all
Like
right.
the homies can't, whatever.
Can't have none.
Fucking
Okay.
Megan.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have them.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, you never had some bomb ass pussy that made you want to scream fucking dog pounds?
I married her.
Oh,
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
That's so romantic.
Aw.
That's right.
That's what I heard.
That's so sweet.
I'm
sure
gonna get the
Katie
verse
would
right now.
really
My
appreciate
wife
that.
Katie has bomb ass pussy.
You heard it here, folks.
You heard it here first.
On the Country Hipster Podcast. What's her last name?
Podcast.
I'm gonna go home now.
Did she-
That was information
did she
I
Her
did
last
not
name is
need to know.
obviously hipster.
Did she take
Yeah.
Weiss or did she?
No, she hasn't taken Weiss.
She hasn't taken the Weiss.
I thought it was hipster.
Oh, she's taking the Weiss.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus. I just assumed it was Katie hipster.
Katie Hipster Podcast.
You ready? Let's go barf.
Yeah, we're gonna go now.
Oh, boy.
All right. So,
I mean, good for Katie though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good for
good,
Katie.
good for her. Good for her.
It was information. I
Katie's
did
my
not
girl,
need.
but I don't
Making
know.
dudes high five
I
each
don't
other
know
while
about her
they
bum
get
ass
back.
pussy
Hey,
that
good for
well.
her.
Katie making dudes high five each other since 1992.
you know, our. Might be right. She's right upstairs, so hopefully she doesn't hear all.
Yeah, she comes down here and kills us all. It's Adam's fault.
All right. So on to the most.
Every so often, I just want to look up at the ceiling and just scream Katie and see if I can get her to respond.
Oh man.
When
So-
I went up to the bathroom, nobody was moving up there.
Oh,
so I think
okay.
she's still sleeping.
All right,
Or
she's
she
probably
killed
sleeping.
everybody.
Yes, yes. Don't say that. Jeez. All
You
right,
never
so
know, man.
on to the most important part of the Country Hipster podcast, and that is the Discogs value. Because I know you ladies aren't concerned about it, but we are concerned about who has the biggest D.
Always a
As you
measuring
always
contest.
are.
Yes.
That's why
Because
Adam likes
boys-
using that bathroom in there so he can look at it
All
while
right.
he's using the bathroom.
So
That's a disturbing mirror you got.
here's what I will say. Thank Dogg with 2 G's that we use averages for your stuff.
Oh, this record would be off the hook.
So here's the thing. As
Off
is
the
as
chain,
as-
as it were.
If I had
Yes.
a copy of the original, this would be a
this
ridiculous
big plastic
one.
chain.
so as is the
Oh,
rules.
so heavy.
So we go by
I
the
got this
rules.
one.
Yeah, I'll hold the little guy.
Yeah.
Yes, Adam, put on the little one. Yes. So as is the
I
rules.
was
You
told
see
to
it from
purchase
the
the
pier.
small
Just-
one.
yes.
Free.
Hang on your hat or something.
Honestly, I love it. The small one.
Yeah, he was grievously.
It's so tiny for him. I'm telling you.
It's just
It
No.
was such a fucking.
it's how you use
They
it.
did
really.
him so dirty. I had to
Uh-huh.
I
fucking
was
make a new one.
asked to purchase
Yes,
that
she was. She was
one.
specifically asked to purchase them. So here are the
I'm the
rules.
one who did all the decor for the 100th episode.
So
Yes,
glittery.
very good. Yes, let's give it up for Kristen for
Our
for
resident
the-
interior decorator.
Yes. So here's
Megan and I are
Where's
wearing
the
our
female?
fascinators.
Yes.
Since we're
we were
What?
told we
It's a
should
party.
be fancy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's called
fancy too. I got my vest
Why
on.
is it called a fascinator?
I have
Walk
no
right up.
idea.
Because they're
Oh, I
dumb.
can figure it out. But
British
It looks
people,
like you got a bird stuck in your hair.
I showed up late.
European people.
It
run
makes
into
sense that it would
weddings
be
a
British.
lot.
It makes
They
sense
do.
that British
So
British
often.
people are the fucking
Yes.
worst.
All
That
of
makes
the
sense.
pictures I've seen of weddings in Ireland, everybody has them.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So-
So those colors. Anyway,
It needs Viagra. So here's the deal. As we discussed, the listeners' values and the booze and vinyl value is an average of
The D's so big it keeps falling over.
of 5 different
Can't
pressings,
even hold up your D.
and that's how we've been applying the value to Tom's pressings. That's how we've been applying the
foot.
value. It's okay. The value to the listeners' pressings. And like I said, thank Dogg with a double G for the averages. I'm going to list what the averages are on this from least to highest.
they're going to be a lot though.
So
Yeah.
the two I did a 2023 clear vinyl pressing, which came in at $53. Very respectable.
I like a clear vinyl. I don't have any, but I like them.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. I did a
Cool.
2018 pressing, just a 2018 repressing, came in at $65. A 2001 remastered, digitally remastered, which actually I have right up here. That is actually my copy up there. Came in at $101.
Jesus.
A 2020 picture disc came in at $104.
Oh,
The 1993 original
oh the OG's
pressing,
got to be a
I,
Of
ton.
this
saw
album.
I saw the number already. It's fucking ridiculous.
$473. The very good plus value.
So if Tom just so happened to have an original pressing of Doggystyle,
he would be
have,
winning the big D.
No. Not just that. He would have the most
expensive
expensive album we've ever covered.
But those are not the rules.
Those
Those
are
aren't
not
the
the
rules. So that brings a total of $796 for an average of $160 goes towards Tom's value on this. That brings Tom to a total of very respectable total of $770,
God damn.
which falls $53 short of $823. I have the biggest D on the Country Hipster podcast. The listeners,
the passing of the torch.
thank
Paul.
you.
Yes.
The listeners come in at third at $583, and Adam, as we already knew, has the smallest D at $546.
Bringing up the rear, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, well, you have a smaller rear, so they don't seem to mind as much. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Looking out for you guys.
There you go. All right. So I have the big D. I have the biggest D. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
You're also covered in glitter now. So
I am.
congratulations.
It's all over my.
It's all over
Had
your-
to put in
it's
that.
all over your tweed.
Had to put in that
Yes,
goddamn
hang on, Sue's
Buffy
running
album. That's the thing.
Yes, the Buffy. It's a fucking Counting Crows, man.
County
The
Crows,
County
baby.
Crows.
Buffy,
I know.
Buffy
Yes.
and County Crows.
All right. So, Tom, anything else?
No, man. Congratulations.
Stop getting
That's
glitter
awesome.
on me!
I'm trying to get glitter off of me.
You got some right
I
there.
got
No
some.
glitter! Stop it!
Nothing else, Megan? Anything else?
It would have been 3 out of 10 or 6.3 pilots.
Oh, yeah. So I would have taken the under on that. All right.
Like I said, it was low, but I had insider information. I took the under
Yep.
anyway.
Yep. Kristen, anything else about this album?
Nope.
No.
I'm
Okay.
all good.
All right. Adam,
Listen to it, form your own opinions.
Ah,
listen to it. For
What
bitch.
else is new?
Fuck you guys, all right?
So this is the 100th episode. I want to thank anybody who has listened to this podcast. I want to thank everybody who's been on the podcast as guests. I want to thank these motherfuckers who have given up their personal time to come here and hang out or like get on the fucking video machine and make this at the video
What's the
machine.
video machine?
The talkie pictures.
You
The
are
talkie
an
pictures?
old
I
man.
am an old man.
The video machine.
But
The moving pictures.
thank you to any of the actually somewhat famous people who have come on this podcast to do interviews with us.
We only have A-list celebrities on
We
this
do.
podcast.
We do all
Yeah.
have
Why would
A-list
you say
celebrities.
somewhat famous?
Well, because they're like cool. They're like so like laid back and
They're
down to
still
earth.
famous.
Well,
They're
yeah,
famous
but
as fuck,
still, they
dude.
talk to me, so they're somewhat famous.
people
No,
who
no,
would
they're famous
shoot-
but charitable.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there
There
you
you go.
go.
Famous but charitable, like George
Charitable.
Clooney.
Yeah.
So, but
You should get him on the next season.
He
maybe
is.
maybe we will.
Weirdly
Maybe we'll.
enough, he is. Yeah.
There is going to be a break between season 2 and season 3, and we might have a little bit of format change for season 3. We'll see. We got to figure it out. I haven't figured it out yet.
We're actually just going strictly to Laserdisc.
We are. We're going to go all Laserdisc.
Betamax.
Yeah.
Betamax. Yeah, there you go.
Straight to
It'd be
DVD.
amazing.
We're switching it from a music podcast to a movie podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to take
Oh
over
my.
Summer Movie Club. So, since Zach can't stay sober enough to get through an episode,
Yeah.
we'll
I
take
can't
care.
stay awake enough to
He's
Exactly.
just
get through
sleepy.
an
I think
episode.
that's the problem.
He's
He's
just
got
a-
narcolepsy or
He's
whatever.
just a sleepy guy, you know?
Yeah, he's just a
tired.
sleepy guy.
I
He just wants a
Oh
pillow.
yeah, there we go.
I am pretty sure
for,
he's a necrophiliac.
for the students who are
A
listening.
necrophiliac or narcoleptic?
Yeah, necrophiliac.
God, I can't even use that word
That's
anymore.
gross.
He also likes naps, is what
Yeah.
he's saying.
A
Necrophiliac
who
and he likes naps. Yeah.
Got it.
Wait, Megan's trying,
Dirt
to talk,
naps.
Got
Megan's
it.
trying to talk directly
Sorry.
to her teenage
Yeah,
students.
Go ahead,
if
Megan.
the students who are listening, if you give me the condition for someone who just randomly falls asleep, I'll give you merits for that. Now that we've gotten to this point.
And you'll get extra merits if you say it's a necrophiliac.
No, you will
Yeah.
not.
Also,
You
to
will
Megan-
not.
To
No.
Megan students, make sure you guys have chapter 6 read by Monday.
Monday.
It's important.
God
There's a
damn
pop
it.
quiz.
If not,
I don't do
Adam and I
those,
are gonna
we're
show
so
up and
far
beat your
away from
ass.
that.
You're doing
oh
it
my
now.
Goodness.
You're doing it
it
now.
wouldn't be the first time I beat up a high school kid in the parking lot.
We're
Adam
doing
and I are going to show up and
Jesus.
fuck you up.
We're going
if
to
you give him a problem.
kick all your
That's
guys' asses.
All of you.
They're
All
not.
of you.
No.
It's going to be amazing.
But
I'm
then
going
we'll-
to film it.
But then we'll
With
buy
a
you
2x4.
we'll buy
Put it
you
on the
beer
Tic Tac.
too afterwards. for
Don't
this
tell
quiz.
them
I'm
that.
not
I work in a
saying
lumber
anything
yard. We're
on
gonna beat you with a
mandated
2x4.
reporter.
An actual
So
2x4.
am I.
Wait, you're no longer a mandated reporter.
No, I'm probably not.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, but I am.
I-
How long does that shit last for? 5 years?
There's no mandated reporters at a Catholic school, though. You don't know where.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now.
It's the opposite, actually, at a Catholic
No,
school.
you
They're
have to
like,
watch those Child of
no,
God videos.
please
Yeah,
cover
they
the.
were
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're so
I
uncomfortable.
That was grooming.
All
I
right.
almost did.
Guys, thank you guys so much for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening to everybody who's listening. And like Kristen, who doesn't watch the videos,
Sorry, I drive while I listen.
you can't watch TV and drive at the same time.
No, we're not.
Pussy.
It's not allowed.
Pussy.
My car does not allow that.
Pussy.
Women drivers, right?
Got her. Right there, Tom. Bring it up, Tom. Yes.
Geekheads. Wow.
This is going downhill so fast. Before it goes any further downhill, it is time to